Okay, so we've just got onto the proper part of the trail. We ended up running probably an extra 1.5 to 2k that we didn't need to, just because we were talking and chatting and missed our turn, but we're onto the proper harder trail now, and heading our way towards Jerusalem Bay. We are an hour 25 in, a bit over 11.5k. Feeling good, legs are good. It's kind of funny, it was only just 2 days ago that I headed out into the bush and I ran about 2k and stopped because I felt like shit. And then 2 days later, with a bit of extra rest, I feel amazing here now. Just running around the corners, around the bends into the actual opened view, which you'll see next. So feeling good. It's only another K since I last had this conversation with the camera. So nothing different. We keep on moving, we keep on strolling. So we just came up out of Jerusalem Bay, a fair bit of technical section there, ended up getting the sticks out and then just chucked them away now. Just heading over the highway, as you can probably hear it. So we're at 15k, 2 hours in, feeling really good. Nutrition is doing good because I'm just using me at the moment. So feeling really fat adapted, which is great. I'm going to go into more of that as the day continues. Get a little bit of information out there about fueling a little bit differently to what is normally out there. Carb fueling and carbing loading and all that sort of bullshit. Anyway, why use any additional fuel that you've got to carry when we all have so much on us that we can probably just tap into? But the key is to teach yourself how to tap into that fuel and that fat as substrate when you start working out. Anyway, sweat stinging in the eyes, I'm gonna go. So we're probably about a K away from Brow Waters, and then it kind of goes up, and then we cut down before we go up to Brow Heights and get down into where Crosslands is going to be, and then up through Golston Gorge, and then from there pretty much head on home. Okay, so we're just down at the bottom towards Brow Waters, probably just a few hundred meters away. It's absolutely beautiful day out here. So we're just about 22k in, out of the 50 kilometers. A few noises in the bushes. Dave and I were having a conversation just while we were jogging and running, and it was about obviously trail running and just the fact that it's such a different sport, and it's such a different mental clarity experience. It's funny, whenever I have a new client that's either thinking about coming on board or just getting on board, they always make a comment and say like, oh, you're not going to make me go trail running, are you? And it's because obviously majority of the MFHP clients seem to get into hiking or spending time outdoors and using the gym, and they're training in the gym for something other than just going to the gym to do a deadlift or a back squat, and kind of means something more as to why we want to do the deadlift and the back squat. And it's funny how I've never actually told anyone or any client to, hey, trail running is really good, you should come and try it. It's just the fact that videos like this kind of showcase that how much fun that you can have, outdoors, getting that fresh air, and just that it's so hard to describe, but just this energy inside, what I call like flow state. If anybody you know what flow state means, but just this vision where you're like so focused and you're in, you know, this trail in the middle of nowhere, and people get jealous and people get envious and they want to have a bit of a taste of it for themselves, and I don't blame them, because you get to magical spots and you get to these little places like Brow Waters down here where there's so many people that live in Sydney and it's so close to everything, but they don't even know it's here or know the hikes that are around. Trail running has seriously brought something special to my life, and I can tell you right now, this sport is just making me more and more addicted. It's healthy, I don't have to train all the time, I get to rest and I still keep improving, I get to burn some fat. It's good. The bliss. What are we at? 27k. So we've gone through Brow Waters, we've gone to basically Brow Heights, not quite as high, and then cut back down to a track that takes us to Crosslands. So so one of the most famous places or spots between Crosslands and Galston Gorge. Yeah, boy. Okay, so we're 34k down, 35k, somewhere around there. Ticking off the boxes, doing good. Nutrition's doing good, electrolytes are on. Ticking all boxes still. 15k to go. Alright, so just rocking up to Galston Gorge here now. 38k done, another 12 to plus to go until we're finished our 50-kilometre little adventure. So we're just at the top of, well, getting to the top of Galston Gorge. Pretty tough track, it's like 600, 700 meters of pretty much just straight up, really rocky, really technical track. So if you've never been to Galston Gorge and done any hiking around there, there is 2 or 3 car parking spaces at the bottom. If you ever drive through, park there. There's some great tracks, some great walking tracks. There's one on one side that goes down towards the creek and it just follows the creek line, which is absolutely beautiful, but then there's this other one, this side that we're on now, and it just gives you a nice big climb that you can come up and come back down again. So if you're looking for something to do on the weekend and you'd want to get outdoors and move your body rather than sit at home and do nothing, I would get out, get some sun, get some fresh air and head on up to Galston Gorge. You won't be disappointed. 4-kilometre mark. There's about 1 kilometre that we just have to run on the road to then hook back into the bush, which heads down to Fish Ponds, if any of you know where Fish Ponds is. It's about to head down, we're about to head back down to the bush again into the valley, so get prepped up, ready to go. Not long to go. Put the torch on. Hope everyone's having a good Friday night. I tell you what, there is just no feeling like accomplishing something like this. Mental strengthness, improvement in physical capabilities, and just all that good time on a Friday, getting out in the bush with a new mate. It's unreal.